Hey guys, I'm going to be casting another game. I realized I did not do my usual, hey guys, what's up, this is Mike Loris, but I just finished live casting Navi versus MTW, and that was quite a blast. I had a lot of fun with that one. I got a lot of good feedback too, so this is just going to be a replay cast. My live stream crapped out for some reason. I'm not sure what happened with that. But Mouz vs. EG was played right before Navi and MTW, so it was casted by Toby, and I unfortunately was not set up in time to cast this game. But here I'm going to be casting it again. It's going to be going up on my YouTube channel. I'll try to get more live streaming going as far as casting goes. It seemed to be very successful. It was like as successful as I could hoped. Like, I had like 47 views, which, it seems pathetic, but hell, for my real first like live cast, that's amazing for me. Anyway, it's enough about that. This game is going to be EG versus Mouz. Both very strong teams. I believe EG is I actually don't know. EG is, I'm pretty sure it's the United States. The company is like American, but I'm not sure. I know Malk isn't, but I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure Bulba and Fear are American. I'm not gonna even know. So I have no idea about that. That's shit. Sounds fine. Yeah, so I have no idea about that, but it's always gonna be a little bit biased for the Americans. We see Chen and Broodmother being the first pickups for EG, so it's gonna give them a lot of pushing power. Broodmother with those broodlings and Chen's creeps. And with the auras helping the broodlings, that's going to be pretty vicious. And Mouz doing a very good counter pick, going to Sand King. Sand King, all four of his skills, pretty much hard counter Broodmother. It's really hard for Broodmother to lane up against the Sand King. And then, well, kind of Chen also. Sand King, if you get the jump on Chen, it's pretty easy to get a Bro Strike Epicenter off on him. Mouz also picked up Lycan first, because he got through the pool. The bans for Mouz actually being Tinker, Brewmaster, and Prophet. Prophet, nothing to write home about. Tinker and Brewmaster, I apologize, I don't know enough about EG, but definitely the Tinker at least being a respect ban. I really gotta. What I've actually done is like I've made a list of like teams and stuff, and I'm just like taking notes. Literally just taking notes about like what teams like to do and how they like to play. And I know that that's something I should know off the top of my head, but I simply don't right now, so that's part of my learning process. Mouz picking up Leshrac as well. So they have the option of going for a Sand King Leshrac lane as the last pick from EG. Gonna be Lone Druid. Looks like they're investing pretty hard into a pushing lineup. And the great thing about their picks so far is that even though they are extremely powerful at pushing, come late game, they're gonna have a Broodmother and they're gonna have a Lone Druid, and that's pretty substantial late game. So they could definitely hold their own in all stages of the game, but I have a feeling they're mostly likely gonna be tilting their side towards just getting a whole lot of pushing power and just demolishing stuff. Unfortunately for them, they are not able to pick up the Leshrac, but some other good heroes still in the pool. CK, I'm surprised Invoker hasn't been picked up by anyone. Yeah, the Rubik and Wisp. Wisp was played, spoilers I guess, Wisp was played by Navi when they went up against MTW, and it was extremely fun to watch that Wisp, mostly because particles everywhere. But you still have those heroes in the pool. Mouz looks like they're going to be going for a more, I don't know, I don't want to say traditional, because there's no such thing as a traditional build, but they're going to be going for standard, like, balanced power, I guess. They're going for a balanced build instead of a push-oriented build like EG is going. Ban coming out from Mouz. Took a long time to ban out that Invoker. Invoker surviving for quite a long time in the ban pool. Let's see what the bans from EG are going to be. They still would benefit from having a support hero. Actually, someone like Pugna might not be too bad. Mouz has a lot of burst damage, but if you could get that Nether Ward down, you use that Decrep to kite around the Lycan, and then Nether Blast blasts down towers. It's a good pick as well. Unfortunately for them, They banned out the Enigma, and Mouz banned out the Nature's Prophet. So those are two really go-to pushing heroes that are not in the pool at the current moment. But EG, what are you gonna be banning? Did I free cam this? Oh, why can't I move? I can't move. This is gonna be rough. I don't know. Clinks is actually gonna be banned out. Makes sense. There's a lot of stunning power, and Clinks is able to hold his own in the lane. And Clinks is also able to eat Chen's creeps, so that's kind of a not a hard counter. Clinks counters out Chen pretty well. But Windrunner going to be the final ban from Mouz. Pretty standard as far as games of Dota goes these days. Windrunner, you could bet your ass if she's not banned, she's going to be picked by someone because she's just such an amazing hero. And I don't know what route these guys are going to be taking for this game quite yet, at least Mouz. They could pick up some, well, they need another supporty hero. I don't really like support Leshrac. I feel like whenever Leshrac does go support, he gets stomped on.
10 seconds remaining.
Something like a CM VS would be pretty good pickups for Mouz. And then maybe get a I don't know, a Morphling or something, but Beastmaster actually going to be banned out. Knowing that Mouz needs a solo mid hero, or even possibly a long lane, it depends on how they want to lane it. Going to get rid of that Beastmaster, which is always a good ban or pick. One of those top tier picks, and I am actually a little bit tired right now, so I'm just going to double time this for a little bit. I don't give a shit. That live stream is really stressful. And it was an awesome game. I highly recommend watching it. Navi vs MTW from the defense. Yeah, so it's a good thing I double timed it, because I am just like, my brain is dead and I can't like think of things to say right now. But that's okay. Both teams copy. Okay, good. Let's see, what else? Waiting for Mouz. Mouz going to be picking up the Tidehunter, so there's going to be a little bit of their support. And they have, between Sand King, Leshrac, and Tidehunter, they don't really need a dedicated support hero, but they might still go for an early game hero, kind of lock down EG in the early stages of the game, and use that to buy time for their Lycan. EG, of course, most likely still going to be going for a push lineup. However, Mouz, they have Leshrac, probably going to be going for a lightning build. They have Sand King, Sandstorm, Burrow Strike, that's not friendly towards pushes. And then Tidehunter with that Anger Smash, but well, you know what they can't do? They cannot take down ward units, because ward are apparently really special in the world of Dota. And they can't be targeted by anything? Can anything target wards? I don't know, but there's a CM pick from Mouz, so they're going to go for just a lot of early game power with that Lycan as insurance. Their pushing power is actually not that bad either between Lycan and Leshrac. They can take down towers extremely quickly. They can't do it very early, but come mid-game, Leshrac and Lycan just bam, 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 tower's done. Slide a lane and then take another tower. But EG looking to be like they want this push lineup, and is it still double time? It is still double time. But yeah, pretty standard. There wasn't anything really great as far as pushing lineups go, and by picking up that Night Stalker, it really solidifies their early middle game kind of theme that they're pulling out right now. Night Stalker will be able to lock down creeps, not lock down the enemy team in the early stages of the game, and I don't know what's going on with my camera. The hell? What is going on? Get off. There we go. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna have Mouz versus EG, and we have a pause right off the bat. They're not supposed to pause, and Black knows that. Jesus, go piss beforehand, Bulba. Christ. Anyway, Sing Sing is going to be playing the Lycan, Black on the Sand King, 1437 on the CM, coming with me on that Leshrac. I feel like he's always playing the Leshrac, always, and Sexy Bambo, wearing that whale skull on his head, going to be playing Tidehunter Sharkface. Meanwhile, on the EG side, B-Diz is going to be the stand-in playing the Venomancer, Bulba playing the Broodmother, Fear on the Lone Druid universe on the Night Stalker, and Malk gonna be playing that Chen hero. And yeah, there's nothing really much to say since I was kind of like already tapped out. I don't even know why I'm casting this since I'm just like completely exhausted right now. And it's not just from the live cast. I've been like doing stuff, and yeah, I don't need to justify myself to you. So yeah, kind of like brain dead right now. I'm just gonna drink water. Probably not a good idea to put like a really shitty quality cast right after I live streamed and told people all about my YouTube channel and everything. But I don't give a shit. It's happening, and I'm just gonna double time this because I don't want to wait like a million years for someone to pee. Seriously. Yes, thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. After the game to the replay, no remake now. Kunia laying down the law, but really, how long does it take to go to the bathroom?
Prepare
Like,
for battle.
seriously? At least it's here. So here we go. We have the bear getting sent out, and a wild honey badger appeared. He's also blue. I don't know why he's blue. Is that a unusual? I actually don't know anything about the unusuals, but looks like black going to be heading up to towards the top lane. He's going to be most likely not going to be up against a tri lane. He might be up against tri lane, protecting the Night Stalker, Chen and Venomancer. But Fear is going to be playing that Lone Druid. He's going to be, yeah, most likely going to be going for a tri lane of their own, Mouz is. Although Sing Sing, that would mean he's going to have to go towards the mid lane. Mouz is really lacking a strong mid lane hero. Like, they could get away with Leshrac or Sand King or even a Tide Hunter, but there's not really any Queen of Pain on the board. It would have benefited them to pick that up, but I'm sure they're going to make something work. And with this top lane, I don't really quite like it. Malk is going to be kind of in the Mouz jungle a little bit. Beat is going to be pressuring off towards the top lane. It's going to be the Sand King. But the thing is, Universe Night Stalker with that tri lane, like Night Stalker isn't really a kill lane hero. He does have that void, which does pretty good damage on slows, so it's not to be underestimated, but I feel like what Night Stalker really needs is just farm and levels. And with the tri lane, you can get the farm, but you don't really get the levels, so Night Stalker might be a little bit crippled come the first night. Bulba, as the Broodmother, actually going to be taking the mid lane, leaving Fear to solo up the bot lane. Broodmother mid, you don't really see that very often, but also, Lycan mid, you don't see that very often either. I believe Lycan is going to probably end up losing this lane eventually. But it's going to take a long time. It's going to be relatively even. The person who's really not going to have a fun time is EG Fear on the bot lane. One Crystal Maiden spell, and then Gush, and then Split Earth, and it's just not going to be fun. Fear has to be very careful. Just got to use that bear to get the right clicks and the denies out. Looks like top lane's going to be... Where the hell is... Oh, I actually did a lane swap. Black... Mouz predicting that Bulba was going to be on the top lane. They actually realized that they were wrong. And this is going to mean Sing Sing is going to try to transition up there. He does have Wolves, so he can manage to get something out of that lane, where Sand King will have a lot more trouble. But making that switch, as you see Sand King already taking a level 1 Caustic Finale, making sure Broodmother does get anything. If Broodmother steps up, she's going to take an explosion of poison. Except for that one. That one got away. But you know what? Sometimes they just get away. Illusions by Universe just camping out, being mobile wards. Level 1 illusions, you can't really expect anything more from that. If anything's going to happen, I'm pretty sure it's going to be on this bot lane on Fear with a very aggressive ward by Mouz. They know exactly where he is at all times, and they're clearing out the creep wave. Leshrac might not even go for that lightning build since he doesn't really have to concern himself with that. Going to be a high level of Edict will, of course, bring down the tower a lot quicker. As we Sexy Bambo leading the creeps away so they can continue pressuring the tower, and the tower on the top side of Mouz is getting pressured as well. Sing Sing is just playing as carefully as he can. He's not going to be able to get anything from this lane. His best bet is just like try to semi-jungle and be a little bit careful of where the enemies are, but even then, if he goes over here, he could easily get jumped by a Galeok, which has an insanely long range and it's just insanely deadly. But it looks like he is going to be trying for a little bit of jungle experience and jungle gold, and there he goes, hitting level 2, so He's getting something. Let's see how Fear is doing. Fear is also level 2. 3 for
Dire's
O.
top tower is under
So
attack.
the each hero, each kind of late game oriented hero on each team not having a fun time at all. Come With Me is going to be left on the bot lane as Bambo and 1437 going to be wandering around towards the mid lane. E.g. Fear does know. I think has a suspicion, but top tower has been brought down by Malk on the Chen. So E.g. even before the first blood taking a tower, and that's going to be a pretty big gold advantage for them. Fear is waiting for a courier. No, Fear is gonna jungle. Fear is gonna be I don't even know what he's doing, but Lone Druid, if you do this, it's not a good place to be. Come With Me is gonna get free farm on this lane, and well, it kind of mirrors the free farm that Universe is gonna be getting. 15 for 3, not the most actually, but tower has been going down. They've been doing a lot of creep shenanigans like pulling and stuff like that, so that is understandable. Let's see what Black is going for. Black going for 2 points of Caustic, 2 points of Burrow Strike. Probably going to see a point of Sandstorm somewhere in there, because that does a lot of damage to the Broodmother. Look, these things are going to pop. Nope, not enough right click. But yeah, the Caustic Finale is just such a devastating spell against the Broodmother. It does push out your lane, which means you won't be as safe as you could possibly be. But the Broodmother is going to take a lot more damage than you are. Boom, like that. So, considering these picks, I'm actually kind of surprised we haven't seen a first blood yet. 1437 and Bambo looking for Fear, but Fear knows where they are. They're just having a staring contest across the way. Come With Me is going to get free farm and push on that bot lane. Malk is actually farming extremely well with 17 from 0. He could get a very quick mech up. Vita is not getting anything, but such is the life of Venomancer. And Lycan, forced out of his own jungle. Ton of wards with here. I don't know why you would put that many. It's kind of silly. But it's kind of, yeah, the top and bottom lanes for the Dire and Radiant respectively are completely getting stomped. Tower pushing coming out a little bit slower from the Mouz team, but hell, they're going to go slow and steady. Leshak is going to transition Lightning, most likely keep that Split Earth on level 1 with maxing out Edict and Lightning, and EG doing some really aggressive lane cutting, I guess you could say, with those Venomous Wards, with the Chen creeps. It's not going to give Night Stalker the most golds. Actually, it kind of will, but their lane is going to keep dying over here, and Sing Sing has no options. He doesn't have anywhere to go except for the enemy jungle. It's probably better than just sitting here doing nothing, actually. But Black, level 6, picked up the bottle, and he does have 1300 at the bank, so he is farming quite well. He's 32 CS, but I'm not sure how many of those are creeps and how many of those are just spiders, which do give a lot less gold.
Dire's top
I
tower
think it's like
is under attack.
1/4 or 1/5. Depends how much gold you manage to pull from it, but how did these creeps... How did you get there? There's a tower right there. The creeps are backdooring. It's outrageous right there. But, yeah, still 6 minutes in, no first blood. And considering how much
Dire's
power,
top tower is under
early
attack.
game power all these heroes have, to have no first blood at this point in the game is kind of obscene. Night Stalker, you could see from the tri lane, I mean, like, they did manage to take a tower, and he is pretty wealthy. He has an Urn of Shadows and Boots first night, but he's only level 4, and he's going to break level 5, but first night you usually see a Night Stalker at a higher level. Sentry Ward going down. They're going for Universe. No, that's Bulba, actually. Epicenter going to be used for that kill. This is Sexy Bambo with the Anchor Smash going to take the first blood. So there's the first blood on the Broodmother of all people.
Dire's top tower
As Night Stalker taking down the top lane tower, only hitting level 5. And, you know, because Chen and Venomancer took a lot of experience from that lane. So, not the strongest Night Stalker in the first stages of the night. He does have a level 3 Void, and he does have Boots and an Urn, so he could do a little bit of damage, but his chasing and really mobility is going to be a little bit crippled because of that tri-lane. But he got 2 towers out of it. I'm sure he's okay with making that trade-off, since there's always going to be more night cycles. Bulba, after that first kill, is going to be returning to the lane, going to be trying to spawn Spiderlings, but Sand King is going to be right back there, and Sing Sing, what you doing over there? Going to get ganked up by the Night Stalker, so Sing Sing not having the time of his life at all. Only level 3 on the Lycan, and I guess that's what you do against Lycan. That's why some people are comfortable with... Oh my god, I'm so bad. Holy shit. This is awful. I'm just, like, not present at all right now. I should really just stop, but I'm not going to. Disclaimer, this cast is gonna suck. but I moved my computer upstairs, so I better get something done with it. Bottom lane tower is going to be destroyed by Come With Me. Pushing my headphones a little bit. There we go. Is going to be destroyed by Come With Me, so he's going to be rolling the dough. 2100 at this point of the game is quite a bit of money. Does have arcane boots. He could build towards a bloodstone. Doesn't really need a BKB. There's not really stuns, but there's a lot of magical damage regardless, so he might go for that. Sexy Bambo looking for arcane boots of his own. He is going to pick that up. Night Stalker now with treads and an urn with 2 charges, so he could do quite a bit of damage running into an illusion from the Sand King, running into 2 illusions from the Sand King, and Sand King's got to get out of there right now. Just now picking up a level of Sandstorm, so perfect timing on that. Night Stalker's not going to be able to kill him. At least not going to be able to kill him right now. The rest of Mouz, 3 heroes at least, still on that bot lane, pushing it pretty hard. And Sing Sing trying to get something, trying to salvage the early portions of his game, but he's got to be careful. The EG team knows exactly where he is. Universe is in position to do something, and Malk with 2 Wilkins, not the best for ganking up a Lycan, but you can still get the tornadoes, still push him out of the lane through those means. Lightning coming out from Come With Me, and with 2 arcane boots on the bot lane, they could push this extremely aggressively. EG might have to rotate some people towards the bot lane. 1437 warding up on the high ground, going to be spotting out Bobo doing the neutral camps, and they might circle around for this. Come With Me looks like he wants to. Just going to try to hide in the trees, but no, he's not going to. Sexy Bambo was looking for a circle around as well as Black, but they saw them all pull out in time, so why push a fight that you cannot take? The best war to win is one where you don't have to something by Sun Tzu. I actually should like memorize quotes from that, because you sound like a complete badass when you just start citing Art of War quotes. But yeah, that would require a lot of work, and I'm not interested in doing that right now. Oh my god, Sexy Bamboo gonna be finding a lot of spiders. Lightning gonna be going out. Boom, boom. Money for everyone. A little bit of damage going on to Bambo, and Bulba looks like he wants to pick a fight. He's gonna have to be careful. Sentry Ward drop down, and Bulba's gonna get frostbitten. Here comes Universe and B-Diz, however. Mouz is on the run as Sexy Bambo gets taken down by Inject Spiderlings. 1437 is going to take down as well. Hand of God popping off. Black looking for a burrow strike onto someone. There he goes on Universe, channeling out that epicenter. Universe is going to be going down to this epicenter. However, Bulba and B-Diz are a little bit far away, so not going to be getting the full effect out of that. Sandstorm now up from Black. It's only level 2, so he's actually just going to burrow strike right out. Use a bottle charge, stuff like that. He's going to be fine. Sexy Bambo now resurrected, and he's going to teleport back towards the mid lane. See, well, Bloodstone definitely in the works for Lishrak. Going to be going for that Perseverance, since I actually feel like it's better to get Soul Booster, but I guess he just wants a little more mana regeneration. He has 47 int, so the mana regeneration won't be too bad. Sexy Bambo now running into Malk, Gush, and Anchor Smash, but he's only level 4 versus a level 6 Chen plus 2 Wilkins. That's not a fight Sexy Bambo could take. He's just kind of delaying, waiting for that Black to get in position, but Sexy Bambo is taking way too much damage, and here comes B-Diz. Sexy Bambo is going to have to be careful. One more right click from Malk, actually. Malk might just get a solo kill. Venomous Ward going to go off, do a little bit of damage to the Tide Hunter, with 2 tornadoes going off as well. 1437 on the run from Universe and B-Diz. Mouz 1437 is going to get taken down by one of these heroes. Let's see who's going to get the last right click. It is going to be Venomancer, so 1437 going down. Surprisingly, Tide Hunter managed to escape with his life. Sing Sing, well, Sing Sing still has nothing, so he couldn't have really helped. He does have level 6, actually, and Power Tread, so he does have something as in the ways of experience and items, but we expect the advantage to still be in EG's favor on both of those fronts, which it is. Black using that level 2 Caustic to clear off the creep wave, and he looks like he is going to be going for a Blink Dagger. Standard stuff on the Sand King. Probably going to be going for Sandstorm right now. Going to get that invisibility and cooldown reduced. That's really why you level up the Sandstorm, for that invisibility and cooldown reduction. And Caustic, he has enough to really punish the Broodmother, and that's really all he needs. He doesn't need any more, because he doesn't. I don't think Mouz is really interested in pushing any. Well, they already took the bot lane, but this mid lane's going to be pretty hard to defend, to attack. See, B-Diz is going to be chased down by 1437 and Sexy Bambo. Frost Nova right on the edge, but B-Diz juiced into the trees. Are they going to spot him out? No, they just got completely juked. Army of Spiderlings now coming in. Beat oh, actually reveals himself as he's going to take a gush and an Anchor Smash. Beat taking a lot of damage, but he did manage to get his Poison Nova off. 147 going to get ticked over by that poison as Venom picks up a killing spree. Sexy Bambo on the run now, but here comes Come With Me with the Edict and the Lightning. Doing a lot of damage, but an Entangle onto Come With Me. Not enough health. He did go for that Perseverance, so he did not have an extra 250 health. So he's going to get taken down by the Lone Druid. Bambo now on the run from Bulba and Fear. One more Spiderlings is going to pop the Giant Shark. So that is a 3-for-0 engagement by EG, just catching people out. And the Venomancer did exactly what he needed to do. He even survived. Got his Poison Nova off, got his Gale off, and that did a lot of damage. Poison Nova does a shit ton of damage early game. It's really outrageous. But yeah, so EG doing pretty well for themselves in this early stages of the game. Their pushing lineup, although it did kind of demolish top, I mean, not kind of, it completely demolished top. It hasn't really transitioned anywhere else yet. Probably scared of that Epicenter and scared of the Ravage, which is not actually up yet because Tidehunter's only level 4. Tidehunter kind of needs those levels. I'm sure Mouz would want to have that Ravage for those team fights. If they had that, then that last skirmish in the jungle would have gone completely differently. But Leshrac, now with a level 4 Edict and level 4 Lightning, is going to be able to push quite fast. So what happens when two unstoppable forces collide? I have no idea. Lightning and Anchor Smash going to be clearing some of the creeps, but not really Anchor Smash. It's only level 1. Or low level Tidehunter. Like, so not fun compared to when you... Oh, shit. My bad. Lightning going to be going off. Bouncing to pretty much everything. How many bounces is that? Jumps only 8. So that's not... That ain't no Fade Bolt, but it still does a lot of damage to those Spiderlings. But they're just going to be going to the jungle anyway. So I'm sure Bulba is okay with taking some lightning hits. He's going to be going for a BKB and Power Treads, and EG just farming up. Night Stalker is farming up on the top lane. Going to be looking for something. No, actually just going to wander back into the top lane, get some creeps going. Both teams seem to be content with just sitting around and farming. Fear almost at his relic, 1300 away. And Mouz and EG in the mid lane kind of at a stalemate. I think kind of both teams want to push, but both teams are kind of unable to push. But now Mouz finding an opportunity with the Bloodstone and Leshrac, going to be able to take down this mid lane, but it's going to see if EG wants to dive in on this and defend it. They are going to push Mouz away. Mouz is kind of scared of everyone, but Night Stalker was on the top lane, Lone Druid was on the mid lane. It was only 3 heroes from EG, but it was only 3 heroes from Mouz as well, and one of those heroes is only a level 5 Tidehunter. I feel like it would benefit Mouz a lot if 1437 and Come With Me just backed off just for a little bit, give Sexy Bambo a little bit of levels. 1437 taking a lot of damage from the Broodmother, Spiderling Inject, and just Spiderlings themselves bringing Crystal Maiden down. Only 587 health, only level 5, 15 minutes into the game, so not the best game for these support heroes. Chen, on the other hand, being level 8, Venomancer level 6, so not the highest himself, but he does have his ultimate, and that did prove invaluable for that last fight. EG seem to be content with farming, and Mouz, where's Sing Sing? Sing Sing does have a Medallion of Courage, and looks like he's going to be going for a Roshan. Leshrac managing to take out the tower despite all of the wards there. He's going to get out with his life. He does have a Bloodstone, so he's pretty tanky for Leshrac at this point in the game. Mouz is going to be picking up a free Roshan. I'm pretty sure they are spotted out, though. No, that was actually their ward. Never mind. Wait, no, they are spotted out. So EG knows what's going on. The question is, are they going to defend it? There is no Vlads on Sing Sing, so he's not going to be the most sustained for this upcoming fight, if it is going to be a fight. Bulba setting up for an ambush as soon as the Aegis gets taken, as Teal is also teleporting back, so they know Roshan is getting weak as the Spiderlings come out, trying to weaken something here. But let's see who's going to get the Aegis kill. Burrow Strike going to clear out those creeps. Going for a steal, Bulba is, but the Dire is going to be able to take down Roshan, and the Aegis is on the floor. Sing Sing going to be picking it up. But here comes the rest of EG. Sing Sing immediately forced to use his ultimate and run away. As Bambo now with the huge 5-man Ravage going to be stunning everyone, but unfortunately there's just nothing more to follow up with for the Mouz team. Everyone was out of position. Black forced to use the Blinking Dagger to get out of there instead of using the Epicenter to get in. So probably, well, I don't know. Mouz did get the Aegis, but they also paid for it by using a Ravage for kind of nothing. But that Ravage was perfect. knocked up everyone, and bought themselves a lot of time. Leshrac now with the Ghost Scepter, using that to counter the Night Stalker and the Bear. I don't really like that choice, actually. Well, actually, no, it's okay. He's going to take a lot of damage from the Venomancer. If he gets injected with Spiderlings, it's also going to hurt quite a bit. Usually with Leshrac, you want to bulk up with flat health or flat armor or something like that, but hell, I guess physical damage immunity is also good. Fear now just a little bit away from his relic, getting ganked up by a whole bunch of Mouz people, but he knows where everyone is. He does have phase boots. He's gonna run out of there just fine. Mouz looking for a kill, which is exactly what they should be doing on the Lone Druid, but it's a little bit too late and it's a little bit too little. As we now see the Spirit Bear gonna be going somewhere. He wants to get his relic, so he's gonna pick that up, and it's only gonna be a couple more minutes after that until there's a Radiance. And I feel like once that hits, then EG is going to have a perfect timing attack. It's going to be the second Night Cycle. They're going to have Radiance. They're going to have a high-level Broodmother. And Mouz, even though they will have their Ravage back up in time, they do have the Epicenter. There's just a lot of spontaneous power coming out from EG. We're going to see if Mouz is able to hold that off, which I feel like they can if they play carefully. But they also have to... well, they have to play carefully, and Mouz is an extremely aggressive team, so we're going to see what happens then. Well, now the huge Spiderling army going to be delaying this creep wave, and looks like all of Mouz going to be looking for a kill on Universes. Come with me, kind of opening up. Which is going to be farming up the lane, and 1437 going to be continuing forward while the rest of Mouz falls back. Sing Sing now with the Vlads and a Medallion. Level 10, so not the highest level on him, but he has used that speed that Lycanthrope has to get quite a bit of farm. Of course, the items that he does have are not the most expensive, but hell, you get the early game cheapness and cost-effective benefit from getting those items, and looks like it's going to be phase boots from Leshrac. So lots of mobility from there. Here comes Universe trying to defend his top tier tower. Leshrac is going to get the kill regardless, as we see a Blink Burrow Strike onto Universe. Is there going to be a Split Earth follow-up? Yeah, Split Earth going to be hitting on Universe. He's going to send it back by Chen, so he's going to get out safely. As the rest of the creeps from Chen, however, going to be taking a fall. Yes, Earth's Warrior going to get sniped down by one more right click from Come With Me. And with that Edict up again, they're going to be continuing to push onto that tier 2 tower. EG Universe is back into action. Come With Me taking a huge nuke actually after he casts his Ghost Scepter. Actually, that was pure damage, so it doesn't even matter. But Universe still here, and it is Night Cycle. So he's going to be going on to that Tidehunter who's getting away with only 36 HP. I don't think he could escape from this. Universe is on his ass, and he needs a Burrow Strike and a Teleport to save him. Actually going to hide into the trees. Where's the web? Where's the web? He is 1 second off cooldown on the web. Oh, a little bit too late. Tidehunter very, very lucky getting out of there alive. In the meantime, Sing Sing and Fear completely free farming in their respective lanes. There's the Sacred Relic up for Fear, and only about 500 away from that Radiance. Meanwhile, Lone Druid picking up 1700 gold. What is he going to be going? No indication quite yet. Probably a Necro Book. Necro Book would definitely help. BKB, there's no stuns really, and you could get entangled through BKB, so I feel like BKB not the best choice for Lycan in this situation, but he still might get it regardless. BKB always a strong item. Come With Me now pushing down the top lane with that Edict and the Wolves and Howl, so he's going to be doing a lot of damage. 157 getting engaged on a little bit by Bulba, who gets immediately Frostbitten. Do they have True Sight? However, no they don't. There goes the True Sight, but a little bit too late. Come With Me still sitting around with the Edict doing a lot of damage to the tower, but here comes the Spiderlings to try to tank a little bit of that up. More Wolves getting summoned, and it looks like Mouz is going to be taking this tier 2 tower on the mid lane. EG looking for a deny. I don't think they can actually go in on this. Sexy Bambo positioning himself extremely well so that if EG moves up, they all get ravaged. And EG looks like they want to continue this push. Yeah, Arcane Boots up, Wolves up, Edict up, and do they have Radiance? Yeah, yes, they do have Radiance. They want to fight right now. BKB being popped up by Bulba. Sing Sing transforming as well. 1437 getting instantly annihilated though. Bulba standing his ground versus Sing Sing. Come With Me and Sexy Bambo are extremely weak. Ravage goes off, but is in return met with a Hand of God. Huge Epicenter coming out from Black, going to be doing a lot of damage. Broodmother managing to take down Leshrac. And the Sand King, where's the Sand King? Sand King actually getting out as well, but he's getting chased by a Radianced Bear, and he's not going to be able to use his Blink Dagger unless that Bear. No, the Bear's way too slow. Universe is still in hot pursuit. Sand King is going to be able to blink away. Universe popping that ultimate, making sure that night cycle doesn't end. He's going to be going after black. No, he's actually going to turn around. So was that a 1-for-1? I believe that no, that was definitely not a 1-for-1. Tidehunter, Leshrac killed Venomancer. But 10 for 4 in favor of EG. They did manage to hold their high ground, but the tower got severely weakened. They also did lose the tier 2 on the mid lane. Looks like they're going to try to retaliate by taking a tier 1, and Mouz scrambling to defend, but they don't have a Ravage, they don't have an Epicenter. They are going to have a Lycan ultimate, but there's no counter push coming out from there, and here comes a lot of power coming out from EG. This is the timing push that I was waiting for. Bulba is going to get frostbitten up, and a huge Burrow Strike, actually catching 4 people. Beat is going to get right-clicked by Sing Sing. Sing Sing now getting a double kill. Malk is also on the run. Leshrac going to get able to pick that one up. Fear is also on the run. He's going to try to teleport away, but no, it's too much damage. Sand King getting the last right-click on that. So EG a little bit overextending themselves. Going to be losing 4 heroes for the price of none, and that tower's extremely weak. Mouz looking for, well, that's Centaur, but looking for Raxes now. Of course, the benefit of being low level is that Venomancer is up in a little bit of time. Lone Druid is going to be up as well with the Bear, with the Radiance, but this tower is going to go down. They might even lose a Rax. With the Edict and with the Wolves, this Rax is gone. So Mouz, despite being at a kill disadvantage, really, well, experiences disadvantage as well. Going to be saying, screw that. If it doesn't matter what disadvantage we're at, if you don't have Raxes, you can't come back from this. Universe getting Burst Strike and Gush, taking a lot of damage. He's building towards BKB, so that doesn't happen again, which is a really smart choice by him. They're trying to defend their bot lane. They might get team wipes again, Mouz, but Ravage is almost up. Epicenter is up as well, so they might be content with just falling back or even going in on Universe here. Frost Nova coming out from the CM, just trying to slow him down a little bit. There goes the Blink. Epicenter going to be taking out Beaters extremely quickly. Sing Sing trying to fight Bulba, but Bulba is going to be able to stand his ground. Come with me, getting entangled by the Bear, doing a splitter to slow down the Bear, but Sing Sing, Bulba is out of BKB as Ravage does get popped off, trying to slow down Fear. Bambo and Leshrac are on the run from that Radiance. One of them is probably going to go down, but Universe is in the back of this, doing a little bit of damage to the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden is going to go down. Where's the Bear? There's the Bear. Radiance is going to take down Leshrac, and Bambo is back after using all his restoratives. And here comes Sand King. Blink, Burrow Strike, going to be taking down Fear for a second time, and his Bear is down for another minute. Aegis is still up on that Lycan, and well, there's the Radiant mid-ranged barracks. And Mouz might want to continue pushing. They have 4 heroes here. They have a Blink, and they don't have Ravage after they used it, but they still have the Aegis on the Lycan, and nighttime, well, actually still is for quite a while, but this tower is extremely weak. Just a couple more right clicks, and with mid lane pushing in, they have all the time in the world. There goes the summons and the Howl from Sing Sing. Going to be doing a lot of damage to this tower. Holy crap, this Rax, I'm sorry, is not long for life. 1-4-3-7 getting troll trapped a little bit, but there goes the Venomous ultimate. Sing Sing going to be trading his Aegis for the Rax, which is, it's a pretty good trade. I'd say it's a pretty good trade. Lightning going to go off. Come with me is now back into this fight. Pulse Nova and Edict going to be doing a lot of damage to Universe. Universe going to get Burrow Strike, I'm sorry. Lycanthrope being able to take the last kill, and Come with me now on the chase with all of his AoE. There's going to be a stun. Beat has actually managed to avoid the stun, but that's 2 Raxes down for EG, and Mouz could just slide on top and take third. So yeah, I'm not sure. EG definitely was planning on doing some sort of awesome timing push, but the once you got that Blink Dagger and you got Epicenter Ravage and a Bloodstone Leshrac who's extremely tanky, Mouz just says, okay, this game is over, let's just push everything and win, and EG didn't have anything to combat that. Broodmother also got kited pretty hard this entire Aldi fights. He was standing his ground pretty well against Sing Sing when he was dueling him, but both heroes with a lot of lifesteal, no one's really going to die. Burrow Strike now going into Bulba and Malk as Sand King goes into the Sandstorm, trying to buy himself a little bit of health and time. Sexy Bamboo getting attacked by Bulba. Bulba taking a split earth. Tidehunter with that Anchor Smash is going to take the last hit. Then Beat is on the run from Come With Me. Come With Me is going to be taken down, however. No, he's actually popped his Ghost Scepter. No, he's actually going to go down regardless to that Urn Charge. But 7 charges on that Bloodstone. He's going to be up in relatively short order. Night Stalker getting a double kill onto that Crystal Maiden. He wants more. He's going to get Burst Struck by Black, and Black is going to channel that Epicenter. Not going to hit many people at all. Sing Sing is now on the chase for Fear. Fear is stuck in the trees. He doesn't have his... Oh, the Bear's actually in the back. Bear's actually going to get him a kill, but he goes down regardless. And look, No Raxes. So even if Mouz trades equally, even if they take unfavorable trades, they're still in such a huge advantage. And that advantage is just going to continue to grow. Gale going out and missing as the radiant structure is now fortified.
Your base is under attack.
But I'm afraid that's the end of the game. I mean, like, EG has decent late game, but it's not going to be enough. They're 2 Raxes down. Mouz with just one consolidated push, Magnum Scepter on Leshrac, could take the Mega Creeps, and then once you get that, EG is out of this game. So I'm not exactly sure what happened, like what really triggered that entire push. But they, between that Edict and between the level 4 Howl and Wolves, in classic Sing Sing fashion, going for a Mask of Madness once he knows he's won the game, and a Heart of Tarrasque. And then Mouz just crushing through all of EG. It's the giant team fight, I think, is a large part of it. EG is really based more around a skirmishing lineup. Lone Druid, of course, doesn't have any AoE. Night Stalker, very much a single target hero. Venomancer being as much a team fight as he possibly can. But Runemother, again, a single target hero. And on the opposite side, Lycan, although he's a single target hero, he's backed up by the Tidehunter, he's backed up by the Leshrac, he's backed up by the Sand King. And that amount of team fight, something that EG just couldn't do, couldn't compete with. Once Mouz decided to push in, EG was forced to take team fights, and that was it. They couldn't keep up with that. My throat is extremely sore from talking. I think I'm going to have to take a break. But I wasn't planning on casting anymore, so it all works out perfectly now, doesn't it? Chen does have a mech. So Chen, level 11, doing pretty well as far as Chens go. And Tidehunter's only level 10. But it's just a methodical push by Mouz. Slide top. Get that melee Rax with that Edict damage. Whole bunch of Plague Wards here, but it doesn't even matter. Edict is going to be able to take down this tower, combined with Sing Sing's Lycanthrope-esque damage. That's going to be Mega Creeps, and EG don't even want to defend that. They can't. That's Mega Creeps, and this lineup cannot defend against Mega Creeps. Lone Druid is not stacked by any means. He only has Radiance on his bear, which is pretty big. They already conceded. They're just trying to buy some time rating, I guess. So just one more fight is going to happen. But they know that this game is over. Those Mega Creeps. Blink Ravage coming in for Sexy Bambo as Epicenter going off. Going to be taking out Bulba and Chen. Bulba actually surviving, which is a little bit of health actually. No, he's getting taken out by Lycan as he gets a double kill. And my team is Posse, just saying, yeah, classic Sing Sing. Night Stalker going to be able to take down Bambo, and he's looking for someone else with his BKB Salon. So it's going to be 1437, just another Void is going to take that kill, but it doesn't even matter because Mega Creeps are coming in. And come with me in black, looking for a kill on Universe. Sing Sing is being kited around. That ultimate, you can't really do much as Lycanthrope, especially against someone who's even faster than you. Bro Strike now going into Universe. Universe is going to die right here. He's going to get killed by the Mega Creeps. And yeah, that's going to be game. Tidehunter buys back, pushing. And against Mega Creeps, there's nothing that EG can do except get Fountain farmed. Try to delay the time rating, but I don't think that really matters that much. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This has been EG versus Mouz. A nice short game, which is perfect for how I'm feeling right now. And yeah, live cast went extremely well. So I'll be trying to do more of those. More defense games going to be up. So thanks for watching, guys. And GG. See the score screen for you guys. And there you go. Bye-bye.